Dystopia update. I haven't made content for a little while because I've had a pretty nasty bout of the old Rona. First time in 3 years, really angry that it found me and got all up in me. But there's another reason too. The most recent news that's coming out in terms of the government targeting hatred towards those at the asylum processing camps like Manston has been personally deeply upsetting to see. Our government are treating people like animals in those places, and you need to read up on it. They're using dehumanising language, referring to them as an invasion, referring to them as illegal, when the only thing that could determine status is being processed, and they're not processing any of them. People were sitting there for ages. 4% of claims for asylum were processed last year, and the reason these people travel here on the boats is because they have to get on British soil before they can even apply. And it upsets me, really upsets me that this is what our country has become. Our country has become so obsessed with a figure to hate that they ignore the fact that kids are being sexually assaulted. That in 2022, we've got diphtheria in these places, and a Home Secretary so evil that she makes Priti Patel seem nice. I mean, she used a war helicopter to visit a place with her enormous position of power and privilege to look down on these people. Another reason that I've not been making content is I'm not okay at the moment. I feel like I'm suffering some kind of burnout, possibly. But I wanted to make a video first and foremost to let you know it's alright to feel like this. Tell your mates. Tell your family if you feel like this, because fuck knows there's no mental health services anymore. So we're all going to have to look after each other until they get out. For God's sake, if you hear people you know dehumanising other human beings, call it out. Because this is what this government are relying on to retain power they no longer deserve. Power they've squandered and wasted and ruined our country with. So the only way they'll get away with it is if decent people do nothing, so do something about it. For God's sake.